in some of the considerations, you mentioned there was some interesting articles about the contribution of dealers to the competitive advantage for manufacturers. And I think that this is something that not a lot of people in the industry think about, that these dealers offer so many benefits to the OEM. And it was nice to see you reference that. So on that, can you just speak to like what contributions do you think that dealers do make to offer a competitive advantage to manufacturers?
Yeah, for sure. So as the local touch point for most consumers for each brand, the dealer plays a very important role, and they can help or hinder, of course, any OEM's market strategy. The biggest distinction we see is with companies like Tesla, who have a direct-to-consumer model, where I am is 3 hours from the nearest Tesla dealer, and I'm sure they would sell more cars if they had a dealership here. It's access and in real estate, location, you're going to go to what is close and comfortable and known, and you're able to explore at your own speed. And though that is shifting, it's not over yet for the real world. Cyber and clicks rather than bricks is not the be all end all. So we've seen a split, and we're going to continue to see growth of online sales, but the physical go look, feel, and touch dealership is still a very important part of the vehicle acquisition process for most consumers. As the population ages out and we have a new generation, of course, the trends continue, but again, don't count dealers out yet just to distribute the vehicles. So as a distribution channel, very important. Number two is service point. Same issue is true for Tesla. Struggling with quality issues on some of their entry-level models. It's going to be difficult for me to justify a 3-hour trip each way to go get my panel gap aligned properly on my new Tesla Model 3 or whatever car type of thing. Now, as the proliferation of electric vehicles continues, perhaps that's less of an issue because they may require a less frequent service interval. But service, of course, is the next big part where dealers can offer their OEMs a huge advantage. Customer experience with brands like Lexus has always been extremely high, and they've prided themselves on offering an unparalleled dealer experience. And I think most folks would agree they're one of the best. And that led them to be, in Canada at least, the #1 luxury manufacturer for many number of years. So, a good experience is one thing, access to that experience is another. And so that distribution or that network of dealers is extremely powerful. I know that Hyundai Canada had a strong position in terms of their number of stores when it came to talking about their latest electric vehicles. They just felt like they had such a lead on Tesla by having stores in almost every Canadian major city to distribute their cars from. So it's certainly, those are two big ones. Parts for those brave enough to work on their own vehicles still, I guess, is a third. But whether it's the Apple Genius Bar, people can think of powerful experiences with brands, and the more that dealers can enable that in their salespeople and in their customer service teams, the more likely that the OEM will benefit from a positive experience or viewpoint from the consumer.